Hello everybody, thank you very much for clicking in this video, because today I want to talk about something very important. I wanted to record this video for so long, but what motivated me to do it right here, right now, is what happened in Golden Globes, and especially the speech of Oprah Winfrey. There are things that need to stop in 2018. What needs to stop? The way how the society sees and treats women. Listen, it's 21st century, and do we still have to fight for similar things as our grandmas used to do? Do we have to go on the streets to fight for that? The thing started being a bit messy after it was released that Harvey Weinstein was sexually abusing a lot of women. Out of the sudden, world realized how big is it. Really, you didn't know that before? What needs to stop is thinking that, well, in some environments it's okay to sexually abuse other people, like Hollywood or maybe the big companies. Your boss is catcalling you. Well, it's okay, he's just like that. No, it's not okay anywhere. Another thing that needs to stop is saying that women who share their stories under the hashtag metoo are looking for attention. They're looking for fame. Guys, are you really surprised that the victims are scared of talking just because you're gonna judge them this way? Next thing that needs to stop in 2018 is the gender pay gap. According to ONS, the average woman still earns 9.1% less than the average man. I just can't believe that. What's the reason? Women are doing the same amount of work, women are as educated as men, as ambitious as men. We are all the same. And just because you were not born with penis, you are going to be paid less? Isn't it ridiculous? Another thing that needs to stop in 2018 is the sexism in media. Examples, here you go. Amal Clooney giving a speech at the United Nations Thursday. She urged the organization to investigate crimes committed by ISIS in Iraq. What are we concentrating on? Her baby bump and her dress. Really? Oh man, that's my favorite. Never mind Brexit. Who won Lexit? Okay, I understand somebody might be a bit dumb to put this kind of headline, but there are also people who need to approve it, and who would ever think that this is alright to do it, you know? Another thing that needs to stop in 2018 is what social media are promoting. You know, young girls are very influenced by social media, and they are looking at Instagram, and what do they see? Girls in bikini with perfect bodies, surrounded by luxury items, somewhere on the exotic vacations, a lot of plastic surgery going on there, and they think that they are not beautiful enough because they don't have this big ass, this big boobs, this big lips, Chanel bag. Don't get me wrong, I think if somebody wants a plastic surgery and it makes them happy, let them do it. If somebody wants to show off their perfect body on social media, go for it. The problem for me is there are not a lot of catchy alternatives for the young girls to admire. You know, in the times of Kim Kardashian and all of her family that are known because of their big thing and having a sex tape, girls think that they need to be like her, but they don't have any role models that are as catchy as this kind of celebrities that would show them that you need to get education, that you need to work hard, you need to be a strong woman, you need to know what you mean. This trend is changing step by step, but it needs to be more catchy, it needs to be more promoted to show these girls, look, you are beautiful, you are clever, just be yourself. You don't have to be like them. Then what needs to stop in 2018 are double standards. If man sleeps with a lot of women, he is a macho. But if a woman does the same, who is she? A whore? Why do we still have to judge people according to their sexual preference? It's 2018. A man who is a boss in the company and he runs his team with very strict rules and he's very demanding, he's a good team leader. What happens if the woman does the same thing? Oh, she's desperate. She is bitchy. The next thing that needs to stop is the catcalling. If you have a son, tell him it's not alright to do it. Catcalling is a form of sexual abuse and it's not okay. What do you think, that we women should be glad that you're telling us these compliments? No, we are not glad, and it's not okay to scream after the woman passes by, oh, you've got a nice boobs, what an ass, oh, I would have sex with you. That's very delicate. There are a lot of sleazy comments that I don't want to repeat, but it needs to stop. It's just not okay, and this is not a compliment. We're not gonna be grateful for that. There are also like nice catcallers that they would tell you, you would be prettier if you smiled. Listen, I'm not here to aesthetically please you. I don't own you anything, and you cannot expect me to smile just because you want to see me smiling. Well, we blame this media, we blame this big word, but let's think about ourselves, how we speak and how we behave. You know, all of this crappy slogans or advices that we give to other women, it's just so sexist, and maybe you don't realize it is inappropriate to say that. For example, feminism ends when you have to carry a fridge to the 5th floor. Feminists are ugly and fat, and they need to get laid to stop talking this bullshit. Real women have curves. Real women are skinny. Real women are fit. Real women have long hair. Real women need to have children. You don't want children? You don't know what you're talking about. It will pass. When you gonna have a boyfriend? When he's gonna propose? When is the wedding? Oh, you married, so now is the time for the first child. Just one child? He needs a brother or sister. 2 children? Well, you can afford 3. You have 3 children already. When you gonna be back to work? You came back to work and you hired a nanny? You are not going to raise children by yourself? You are a full-time mom? Oh, that's heaven. You can sit at home all the day doing nothing. Aren't you too old for that? She's too fat for these leggings. Guys don't like heavy makeup. Are you sick, sweetheart? Oh, you didn't put the makeup on. Did you oversleep? You are a carpenter? It's not a very feminine profession. She was wearing this tight, sexy dress. She was provoking me. She didn't say no. Bitch. She said no. What a bitch. Smoke? It's not very ladylike. Mind your language. Swearing doesn't suit such a beautiful young lady. I am pretty sure some of you still say this kind of things. And really, let these women live how they please. Don't give advices. Don't criticize them. Don't comment on them. Treat them as a human being. I concentrated on more like Western world civilization and what's wrong and what needs to stop with that. But it's 2018, and you know there are still girls out there who are forced to get married in the age of 4, for example, and they are forced to be selling their bodies, and they are sexual slaves, and their genitals are being cut off, and most of them don't survive this. They are the women who have no access to education. They are the women who are the domestic violence victims, and they are too afraid to speak about it, or they have nobody to help them. They are the single mothers who need to take 2-3 jobs to provide for the child. They are the places that women have anything to say. They cannot vote, they cannot drive the car, they cannot even leave the house by themselves. And it's 2018 and this still happening. This is sick. I think that's it for today. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that women are better than men. No, we are all equal. It doesn't matter your gender, your sexual preference, your skin color, your size, your nationality. It doesn't matter. We are all equal. I just can't believe that in 2018 we still need to speak about it. But you know what? We have to. And I really encourage every single one of you that has something to add to also speak. But the message for you guys, men, I believe there are a lot of good men out there who understand that, and with your help we can change the situation. We cannot change the world just like that, but let's start changing the small things around us, and maybe it will be a snowball effect. And let's spread this message. I would really appreciate if you shared this video, if you agree with my point. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.